Hello and welcome to Steelrising. Now I'm sure you're aware at this point, but just in case you aren't, I'll run over it real quick. This is a Souls-like game, and you get to sort of play as a weird robot mannequin thing set in France. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, to be honest. It kind of looks like a robot, kind of looks like a mannequin, but I'll let you decide what you want to call it. I don't normally play Souls-like games on this channel. They're not normally my sort of thing. The only one I've sort of managed to make my way all the way through was Lies of P, which I actually really enjoyed. But that wasn't my intention. My intention was to sort of get as far as I could with it. I'm going to take the same sort of approach with this game. I'm not expected to finish it, but I'll do my best to get as far as I can with it. So yeah, let's jump into the game. So new game, and then we got Enable Assist Mode. What's this? Although Steelrising was designed to be a demanding game, in standard mode, Assist Mode allows players to experience the game while tailoring the challenge to suit their own preferences and abilities. Please note, however, that by activating this, some difficulty-related achievements will not be unlockable. You will have to start a new game in standard mode if you wish to obtain them. We're going to play on normal mode and see how we do. Not very well, I guess, but...
Oh, pardon. You know, actually, I think I'm in no mood for games right now. How much longer are we to be kept here? Or we just simply watch as Paris burns from afar?
The rabble are rioting. This is the price to be paid for spoiling the masses.
You don't understand, Gabrielle. The king sent us here long before the city went up in flames. He knew what was about to transpire. I think he is somehow involved in these events.
Oh, come now, Marie. True, he can be misguided and somewhat short-tempered at times, but he's no Nero.
Then why have we been given no news for so long? Les enfants, Gabrielle. The children.
They'll soon be out of harm's way. I am most certain of it. Monsieur Cléry will take good care of them. For now, at least, we are safe.
Safe? Vraiment? Where are the Chateau guards?
We are still protected. The king just preferred to use a different sort of guard.
Guards? Or jailers? They won't even let us leave this room, Gabrielle. The king, he has lost his mind to grief. First our darling, Sophie. Then our beloved son. My poor sweet angel. They didn't let me say goodbye. I wasn't even allowed to see him. C'est affreux. Something inside me is crying out. Telling me he's still of this world at times. I think I hear him calling to me. I'm so afraid.
What do you fear, my queen?
Everything. Everything horrifies me. The king's wrath. His army of indefatigable automats that Monsieur de Vaucanson has built for him. The charlatans who advise him, who are now more powerful than ministers. What happened to my son? What will happen to the children that God has deigned to leave in my care?
I won't let any harm come to them. This I promise you.
But how? Do you not see that we're prisoners here?
All is not lost. You forget about the one automat that is not hostile to us. This new bodyguard of yours.
What's going on with the hairdos in this game? They look ridiculous. So yeah, this is the weird mannequin robot thing that I was talking about. We get to customize our own one there. So let's start with the hairdos, because they are the greatest. Nope. I quite like this one. This one's not too bad. That's okay. That's like a Final Fantasy style haircut. That one's got a tail. It's got a weird tail. Yeah, and that one's not too bad either. So it's either that one or this one. I'm leaning more towards this one, so I'm gonna pick this one. Let's look at the makeup too. You don't really get a massive option, but they are some interesting ones. I'm gonna go with this one. And then material. So you can actually customize what it's made out of. Go full mannequin if you want. And then you got like, was that bronze, is it? Yeah, you got bronze, a silver, and gold. I quite like gold. I'm gonna go with this one though, I think. Character classes. Choose your starting class. So we got a bodyguard, body of work, heavy weapon, special move block. Has a petrification grenade, projectile that can temporarily immobilize an enemy. Bodyguards rely on their strength to withstand hits and deal heavy physical damage to enemies. Durability +3. Durability increases health and balance. Engineering +2. Engineering increases armor and effectiveness of alchemical afflictions and the chance of finding loot. Oh, we gotta up our engineering then to get some loot. We got soldier. How do you pronounce that? Griboval halberd. Heavy weapon, special move, ranged attack. Explosive grenade, projectile that can knock over an enemy. Soldiers are strong fighters and can wield heavy weapons to perform powerful physical attacks. Power +3, power increases physical damage and impact. Vigor +2, vigor increases endurance and critical damage afflictions on enemies. And then we got dancer, we got fans. Armored fans, light weapon, special move block. So if a block is a special move, does that mean I can't block outside if I don't have one? And then you got flame grenade, explosive projectile that can ignite an enemy. Dancers are highly resilient and can chain attacks together in quick succession to immobilize enemies and inflict critical hits. You got agility +3, agility increases immobilization damage and physical damage. And then you got vigor +2, vigor increases endurance. So that's more of a fast attacker build. And then we got Alchemist. Glass core batons. Light weapon, special move, weapon infused with frost for a few seconds. Alchemical resistance vial. Vial that can neutralize enemy alchemical attacks. Alchemists favor alchemical weapons that can ignite, freeze, or electrocute their enemies and cause persistent elemental afflictions. Elemental alchemy +3. Elemental alchemy increases the alchemical damage and resistance. Engineering +2. Engineering increases armor and the effectiveness of alchemical afflictions and chance of finding loot. Kind of leaning more towards either soldier or alchemist. I think I'm going to go with alchemist just because it seems quite fun to throw a million different afflictions on your enemy. Yeah, why not? Let's go with that.
This machine that is now somehow able to speak and understand what we say to it. C'est terrifiant.
Yes, but it is loyal to you. That's all that matters. If it managed to escape the chateau, it could be your eyes and ears in Paris. And if, perchance, the other automats were to go after it?
You won't attempt anything foolish. I cannot lose you, Gabrielle. Not now. Aegis?
Madame.
The king must be stopped.
The very kingdom is at stake.
Go and find Vaucanson at his workshop. Ni les Invalides. He surely holds the secret to these tireless automats. And perhaps he will know something about the death of my son.
How am I to leave the chateau grounds, Madame?
Go to the riverbank, at the far side of the grounds. From there you can take a boat to Paris.
You wanted to find Vaucanson? Vraiment? What if he is the one who is responsible for this unrest?
What Vaucanson has done, ma chère, only Vaucanson can undo.
Chateau de Saint Cloud. In the Queen's drawing room, reach the banks of the Seine or Seine in memory of... Alright, well, give me a chance to read it. Movement. We move around like that, and we can look around like that. There's one thing I thought was pretty cool on this. Like, obviously, as I said at the start, this game is set in France. But when they speak French, in case you don't understand it, they've got what they said in French in English in brackets next to it. So you can actually understand everything that's going on. Combat basics. Press the right analog in to lock on. Move it left and right if you want to switch targets. B to dodge. Right back to light attack. Right trigger to heavy attack. And then you can hold it if you want to do a big attack. Like so. Get out, bro. Quick access belt. You can assign consumables to the quick access belt so that you can use them at any time. Go to the inventory to assign oil burette to the belt. Oil burette, there it is. Oil burette. The day Aegis was assigned to the Queen as a bodyguard, she was given this metal receptacle containing a precious restorative oil. Now powered by unlimited energy, she can use it to repair damage received in battle. The burette refills automatically when a Vestal has been activated. So that's our version of a potion in this game then. There's our special thing we selected from the start. Alchemical resistance vial. When applied to an automat, the substance neutralizes all alchemical damage for a brief period of time. These fluids, essential to the functioning and maintenance of the mechanical army soldiers, were formulated and produced by Antoine Lavoisier, is that? No idea. On commission from the Académie Royale de So instead of saying Academy of Sciences, they've added an extra word and made it sound really fancy. Working tirelessly in his laboratory at Arsenal, he was unaware of the sinister purpose for which these substances would be used. Single use only. So we only have 3 for the entire game, or is that something we can like get back when we get our potions back at like a bonfire or whatever it is in this game? Disassembly token. This token allows Aegis to return to the last Vestal or carriage he visited. It is reusable, however all animate essence is lost with each use. So, what's animate essence? Says we got 70 there on the left, above oil burette. Is that our version of souls or essence or whatever it is from Liza P? Alchemical capsule. Repair Aegis using a consumable. Press X. Oh, nice. Just casually yoinks it out of her back. Jumping. Aegis could grip ledges and reach with jump. With A. Jump. Special moves. Each weapon has an attack or defensive special move. Left trigger special move for the equipped weapon. Warning, using a special move may consume alchemical capsules, whatever they are. Oh, I did something there. Alchemical afflictions. Just like her enemy's weapons, Aegis' own weapons can cause alchemical damage, flame, frost, and fulmination when she uses alchemical capsules for each such attack. Okay, so we use alchemical capsules then to do like special damage, like flame, frost, and that. Alchemical damage fills a gauge when full, triggers an affliction which lasts until the gauge is depleted. So it's a lot like Liza P in that respect then. We got Flame Affliction, which ignites its targets, causing continuous damage. Aegis could extinguish the fire faster by dodging. Frost Affliction freezes its targets on the spot. Aegis can thaw faster by attacking. And Fulmination, electrocutes its targets with each hit, causing additional damage. Aegis can stop the electrocution by using Elixir. So if we're on fire, we got to dodge to put it out. If we're frozen, we got to punch our way out. But if we're electrocuted, we're screwed unless we got an elixir. So did you buy my arms here? I've now got frost on. Yeah, we're doing a bit of frost damage to him now. Not going up very fast, mind you. By the looks of it, he'll be dead before we actually freeze him. Alchemical capsule. Oh, we do have a sprint. It's the left analog button. Okay. I can see a shiny thing behind the hedge there. Can't get it from here though. Alright, pal. We don't actually do frost damage unless we infuse our weapon with it though. Suck it. Essence of Lesser Spirit. That guy's got some beef now. Let's draw you away from your mate because I don't want to take on two at once yet. Yeah, nice and easy. Alchemical capsule. I'm guessing this is just like a training area though, so I shouldn't die unless I completely mess up. Oh, how did that get you? Come off it. It's got a hell of a reach on it. And we can't go that way. Looks like there's a hole in the hedge this way though. You alright, mate? You're not a very good guard, are you? Ooh. Got greedy there. Immobilization. Aegis' light weapons are able to inflict immobilization damage, as shown in the immobilization gauge. When the gauge is filled, the enemy is temporarily immobilized, leaving them open to a critical hit. With right back, again, very similar to all the other Souls games there. So he's now dead. We can do a critical hit. Nice. We got a rusty key. And we have now lost the rusty key. Just go back here and... Ah, there's the shiny thing behind the hedge. Essence of Lesser Spirit. And this takes us back to where we were. So it's just another way around. Can't go that way. There's a way this way we can go. Go down here first. I hear something. Ooh. He's trying to pin me in a corner. Looks like he looks like he gave up. We're able to break barrels and stuff there by the looks of it then. Ordinary oil vial. Do we need those to make the special ones to heal? Can we break these ones as well? We can. Nothing in it though. Activating Vestals. Activating a Vestal creates a checkpoint where Aegis will be repaired if she breaks. Here Aegis can upgrade attributes by spending Anima Essence. Upgrade equipment, weapons, burette, and modules by spending materials. Obtain equipment, outfits, weapons, consumables by spending Anima Essence. So we can actually buy outfits with our stuff instead of just upgrading our character. Yeah, that's where we were. So a Vestal is basically this game's version of a bonfire there. Have a look, shall we? So we got upgrades, boutique, or equipment. Let's have a look at upgrades first. So we can't actually upgrade anything yet because we don't have enough essence. But we can upgrade our modules as well, whatever they are. This is where we upgrade our weapons, but again we need essence and a bronze ingot. Apparently we've got a discus chain as well, whatever that is. And this is how we upgrade the number of healing and the amount our stuff heals. What about boutique? What's boutique? We can buy... That's cool. We can buy, even if you don't pick that class, you can still buy the weapon from the start. Any of them that you want. We can buy modules. This module slightly increases Aegis' armor and balance when her health is at its lowest. Increase the amount of anima essence taken from a fallen enemy. That might be worth buying. Just so you can upgrade your character quicker. And then we got materials, whatever that is. Quick access bar. So an alchemical capsule. The most revolutionary weapons used by the Royal Mechanical Army employs this alchemical ammunition. While their mechanics, composition and manufacturing remain classified, they break with the science of the Enlightenment. Drawing instead on alchemical principles that have slowly fallen into disuse in favor of modern chemistry since the turn of the century. Essence of Lesser Spirit. We picked a couple of these up. This artificial alchemical essence in the form of a balm provides a tiny amount of anima essence. The work of the Dark Necromancer, these spirit essence provide the automats they are administered to with an obscure and unknown energy drawn from the souls of the deceased. Okay, so using them gives you anima essence. Okay. And we got explosive grenades, an oil vial, which picked a couple of, a slow-acting alchemical distillate. This ordinary oil repairs a small amount of non-structural damage suffered by automats. Just like a small heal, basically. These fluids are essential to the functioning maintenance of the mechanical armored soldiers. For yeah, we've already read that bit because it said on the other one. Granite cobblestone can be thrown at enemy. It's like the cogs from Lies of P. You can launch it at an enemy to get their attention. There's your elixir, and then we got fulmination resistance vial, which gives you electric resistance, frost resistance, and fire resistance. Interesting. What about equipment? We can put on the discus chain and we'll check that out. We don't have a lid yet or any other... Ah, okay. How do we switch weapons though? That's the problem. Alchemical capsules. How do we... Let me just mess around with the buttons real quick. That's how we switch our stuff. Ah, here we go. It's up. Up on the D-pad. Right, okay. That's quite cool. Probably a heavy one. Nice. What's this? Oh, I saw the sword. I saw the sword swinging on the corner of the screen. Where'd you come from? Come on, let me discus the shit out of you, bro. This one's got a double attack. Oh, nice. But it got me in the end. Got a big range on it. He must have come from here or something there. What's this? Nothing, it's just a pillar. Alright, Pa. Want to get discus too, do you? Come on, then. Fancy. Can't get anywhere near me. Almost feels a bit cheaty, to be honest. Oh, hello. You were a bit desperate for a fight, weren't you? Let's do a big one. Get out. Bit too easy with this weapon. There's like no chance of me being hit, really. Come on then, bro. I want to give you a big one here, guys. Get out. That's a big chest, though. You got a polygnat cap. Unless there's a fancier way of saying that, I don't know, but I'm going to read that. And we got an explosive grenade. Can we put the lid on? Yeah, it gives us +1 armor, +1 balance, +3 flame resistance, and +1% fulmination resistance. Once reserved for gentlemen, this ancient regime tricorn is now only worn by ladies of the highest aristocracy. Because of their unique structure and the materials used to make them, the clothing and accessories designed for Aegis exclusive use increase her mobility and protect her from ordinary or alchemical attacks. Only by 1, but they do protect you. You look a bit like a pirate now. What's the special attack for the discus chain then? Let's have a... I don't really know what that is. Maybe I'll try it and find it. Come in, bro. Come this way. I want to check out this special attack. Not really sure what that did, to be honest. It did a hell of a lot less damage than what a normal attack does. Nice. That one didn't drop anything. Well, that was a different one. Okay, so when you kill an enemy, they all give you anima essence, I think, by the looks of it. But only every now and then do they drop items that are like alchemical capsules that you can use. We go in there? No, but I can see a guy carrying a big ass pole. That's green. What's this? You need a tool to break this. Okay. The boss gets stealth attack. Press right to lock on to a target and slowly when the... Okay, so we do have a sneak attack that you can go up behind people and do. Well, that's quite cool. Whatever that was, it just floated up on the screen, man. It disappeared way too quickly for me to be able to read anything. But my anima essence has now turned yellow. Whatever that means. Does that mean I got enough points there to level up? So it's just letting me know, or what? Granite cobblestone. Alright, well if you want to stand there, mate, I'll wail on you for a little bit. Goodbye. Another chest over here. Can't go in there. We got a grade 1 longevity module. Modules. You've just attained a new module. You can assign it to the module slot at the same level from the module thing. Press this to open the menu. Ah, okay, so this is what modules are. Currently we have this efficient ventilation module. The module slightly reduces the internal damage, frost damage, caused by rapid cooling. A complex union of elementary alchemy and precision mechanics, modules were designed in the secrecy of Eugene de Vaucanson's workshop, but by virtue of principles known only to the creator. They modify Aegis' behavior, movements, capabilities, and resistance. Grade 1 longer. This module slightly increases health. Well, seems like the better option, really. You can't go wrong with more health, can you? I don't want to go back and maybe use my things to level up a little bit. What's this? Pick up. Ordinary oil vial. Why is the air all weird over here? The whole thing has gone a bit weird.
The Swiss guard, killed by the automats that replaced them.
Okay, what's that thing on the floor over there as well? There's another Vestal here. Let's click on that. Defeat the unstable automat to ah, there's a boss in this area. I think that's a boss when we get close to it. What's this? Capitaine de Grosse. Governor Dorfrey confirms that no command was given to replace your company with a detachment of automats. I therefore urge you until further notice to keep your distance from these machines and to inform me of any signs of hostility. Do not engage unless Her Majesty the Queen is in danger. Reinforcements are en route. Lieutenant Colonel de Bacham, second in command of the Place de Saint Cloud. Okay, so they weren't actually supposed to be... Why is it telling me about special moves again? We already know. They weren't actually supposed to be replaced by the automats. They've just arrived. And all got wasted. So yeah, this is blatantly a boss fight, as they said there. So what I'm going to do is quickly pop back to the other Vestal, since we can't use this one, and quickly spend my points before we have to end up fighting him. So give me 2 seconds. Upgrades. So we've got power, which increases our physical damage and special move damage, and impact. Durability, which upgrades our health and our balance. I'm not quite sure what balance is yet. I'll have to have a look at that in a moment. We've got vigor, which is our endurance and our critical hit multiplier. That might be a good one to upgrade. Engineering, which you've already got 2 points in, our loot multiplier, our affliction multiplier, which I'm assuming is how quickly we put down like frost and stuff like that. And it upgrades our armor as well by plus 20. And then we've got elemental alchemy, which increases our resistance. And it also said something about how much like of that type of damage we do to enemies. So that's probably why we got 3 points, because we picked an alchemical build. I'm leaning more towards engineering or durability for the time being, just to get a bit more health or a bit more armor. Although vigor won't be too bad either. I mean, I don't know what the best stats to use for an alchemy build are, but endurance is never a bad thing when it runs out quite quickly. We don't even get a full shot off before we're quite low, so I'll go with this one first, because just we're about to have a boss fight. That way I can upgrade my armor. And I'll take less damage, so I might survive a bit better, you never know. Yeah, I'm going to end this episode here, so a massive thank you for those of you who are watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This episode was mainly to be like a tester of the game to see whether or not I like it, so they might be a bit longer from this point on. But yeah, so far so good. And in the next episode, we'll take on our first boss and see how well we do.